Hey everyone, this is Doug Forbes, co-founder of Meow Meow Foundation and co-producer of Roxie's Wish, Drowning Prevention Week for Children.
And this is Elena Mattias, also co-founder of Meow Meow Foundation and co-producer of Roxie's Wish.
Here we are again. We are on to another day of drowning prevention information and awareness. We're so happy that you are with us. We're honored to have you with us. And let's just quickly review where we've been. And actually, we'll talk a little bit about where we're going after today. We kicked this event off with diversity, equity, and inclusion in aquatics, which is a very timely issue. It's a social justice issue for sure. Then we dove into swimming lessons and water safety, of course, and barriers, rescues, and other safety resources. A really cool first 3 or 4 days here. So what else do we have, Elena?
Partnerships, and we will highlight the importance of partnerships, not only of those within the same industry, but those that may seem unconventional and outside of the work that you're doing. Those valuable partnerships still help spread your mission. We'll speak about advocacy and what it takes to effectuate meaningful change to help save children's lives. Our final night will focus on Roxie and families who have been impacted by drowning.
We know this is a lot, but remember, this is all recorded. This is all going to be available to you at pretty much any time after this week. And we look forward to, in fact, we haven't mentioned yet, but we look forward to continuing this legacy for Roxie each and every year. In fact, we will start planning next year's soon thereafter, this event. And I think we could probably mention it tonight. We're thinking, because we have such deep roots on the East Coast, we come from New Jersey, we come from the beach town called Asbury Park, New Jersey, on the East Coast. We're probably going to be heading toward you, Asbury Park, next year, where we also have a tremendous amount of partners and alliances and friends and family members. So we may do a coast-to-coast extravaganza next year, and more on that to come. Partnerships extend beyond just the aquatics world. Partnerships are about discussing drowning prevention with teachers, with lawyers, with neighbors, with doctors, of course, with all people from all walks of life, spreading this message, this very, very important message that is unfortunately ravaging children especially, but adults as well. It's okay to have unconventional partnerships as a foundation like us in order to grow our mission and spread our message.
One of our neighbors here in Pasadena is Olympian John Naber. John is deeply involved in our community and in swimming. He's been a supporter of Meow Meow Foundation and taught me a vital, vital lesson. Olympic swimmers never go into a pool without a lifeguard on duty.
It's pretty amazing when you have an incredible neighbor who just happens to be named Naber. John Naber is an invaluable partner. He's also part of an organization called Swim with Mike. We will show you a video about Swim with Mike, which is doing stunning work for decades now. So let's hear from John.
Hi there, I'm John Naber from Pasadena, California. I'm an Olympic swimming champion, a speaker, an author, and a broadcaster, and I also still keep my feet wet with the occasional in-the-pool workout. I'm also the volunteer president of the Swim with Mike Foundation. Swimming changed my life for the better, but for many, the water can be terrifying. I still swim for fun, but I'm aware of how dangerous water can be for those who've not yet learned how to swim. If you don't know how to swim, you can learn. It's easy. It just takes a few lessons. If your loved ones don't know how to swim, get them lessons right away. And until then, be sure to keep an eye on them whenever they get near the water. Accidental drownings can be prevented, and little Roxie's dream is to make sure that they never happen again.
There's not enough room for one swimmer per lane, and you let the swimmer in front of you go about 5 seconds ahead. And the swimmer in front literally breaks the water the way that a Tour de France cyclist breaks the wind in front of the other swimmers. So you get pulled along if you go group 2 or 3. And when you go group 1, you're really dragging everybody, and it's hard work, but it's good, it builds the body. And in comes Mike as a sophomore. He was the year behind, and he was going group 2 and touching my feet and keeping me going. And on many occasions, I would be tired, and I'd say, go ahead, Mike, I need a break. And Mike would pull me through the water, and I would feel his draft, and I would feel better about myself because he was pulling me through it. And I realized that I could not have done the training, done the work that I had done without the help of Mike Nile. I mean, everybody thinks swimming is an individual sport, and it's not. And Mike was a very big part of my team in my lane, helping me get better.
January 2nd, 1981, I was out in the desert with friends, and I was riding, and I hit a jump. Wasn't necessarily meant to be a jump, so all of a sudden I'm airborne, and I felt myself get a little too far forward on the bike, and I went flying over the handlebars. I must have landed right on the crown of my head, and it was a compression fracture. When I was injured, I felt like I was standing on my head still for a while. You know, it's just like my feet must be up above me because I had no idea that's the last time I felt my lower body.
We didn't have a lot of money, we didn't have a lot of clout. In fact, the only thing we knew we could do well was swim.
And it was here at the Industry Hills, California swimming pool where the turning point came about. It was March 7th, and some friends, and family, and former competitors of Mike's, they came by to swim for Mike, to swim for money for a unique scholarship program. Well, not only did they raise a lot of money, they raised the hopes of a young athlete trying to walk again.
I've been fortunate enough to be a Swim with Mike scholarship recipient for both as an undergrad at USC, and now I'm actually getting my MBA here at Marshall. To be honest, I can't even begin to describe what the Swim with Mike scholarship means to me, but just know that it's really one of the only reasons I was able to go to college.
I study at the University of Denver. I am studying communications. For me, Swim with Mike has been a light in what can be sometimes a dark tunnel, and I'm so thankful to be part of this great big family.
Swim with Mike is this fantastic event that has allowed me to be here and do this, and it is entirely changed my life now and for my forever to come. And I'm so incredibly thankful for everyone who has supported me and this amazing event.
There's over 200 scholarships have been given out at this point in time. So you meet those individuals, and that's really what inspires you. With, you know, the dozens and dozens of scholarship recipients each year that you work with, you're like, wow, this totally inspires me, inspires many other people, and keeps the whole thing going.
Well, and now it's just a good thing. Yeah, it's just a good thing. It makes me happy. And if I can do anything to help them, you know, I'll do it.
Hi, my name is Dr. Adam Ketchmarchi. I'm from Indiana, Pennsylvania, here in the United States. I am the Executive Director of the National Drowning Prevention Alliance, or better known as the NDPA. I am also an assistant professor in kinesiology, health, and sports sciences at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. I have been involved in the world of aquatics for the last 16 years as a lifeguard, instructor, safety advocate, and researcher. The National Drowning Prevention Alliance is a nonprofit organization in the United States with the goal of bringing people together to work towards our common mission of drowning prevention and increasing water safety. We accomplish this through a number of ways, including our website and social media presence, hosting the annual National Water Safety Conference and Drowning Prevention Symposium, through our involvement in national campaigns and initiatives, and by, most importantly, supporting our members who are working in their local communities to prevent drowning. Drowning takes the lives of an average of 3,500 people in the U.S. each year. Research suggests that another 4 to 5 victims are seen in an emergency department for non-fatal submersion injuries for every fatal drowning. Remember, drowning is preventable, and united we can prevent the tragedy of drowning. Help us ensure another family doesn't lose a loved one to this tragic, preventable accident. You can learn more by visiting us at ndpa.org.
Hi everybody!
Hi!
Becky
and Chris Lythgoe.
And we produce family-friendly theater shows across the country.
And television.
And we are here today because as we approach summer, it is so important to make sure that your kids are water safe. You can prevent drownings from happening. And that is the important message that Meow Meow Foundation is giving to all of us.
Yeah, and support Meow Meow Foundation. Their work is fantastic.
So get your kids some swim lessons and make sure if they're in the pool, never ever take your eyes off of them.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. This is going to be a wonderful day for all of you who are here today, all of the young people. This is a great holiday season, and we're happy to be here to join in with you. First of all, I want to thank Chris and the production of Snow White for dedicating this performance to Roxie Forbes. She was a student at San Rafael Elementary School, and just a vibrant, lovely young girl. San Rafael.
Go Pandas!
And so Doug and Elena established a foundation, the Meow Meow Foundation, in honor of Roxie. And it's my privilege to be able to be here today to make a contribution to this wonderful nonprofit organization on behalf of their daughter, Roxie, who continues to be a guiding light for all of us. God bless you and God bless the family, and it's my pleasure to present this on our behalf.
Wow. This is incredible. We are so humbled and honored. We thank you, Assemblymember Holden, for this beautiful gesture. We promise to use this to protect all these precious lives out here. Thank you also to Senator Portantino for believing in us. We promise we will do you both very proud. And Becky and Chris and Nigel Lythgoe. Wow, this is an amazing homage to Roxie. So you are simply awesome. You know, if Roxie were here right now, she would sing, she would dance, I think, and she would give you all her superhero hugs and sloppy kid kisses. But even though she's not here, and even though she couldn't celebrate her 7th birthday a week ago, Elaine and I will make sure all of you celebrate birthday after birthday, holiday after holiday, and it's our goal to keep you safe around pools and rivers and lakes and oceans. And ultimately, you know what? This is what love looks like. This is what community means. Roxie was a happy, funny, nice superhero. So we're gonna ask you something, we're gonna beg for you to do something, if we could just do this quickly. We're gonna ask you to stand up, and we're gonna ask you to say these 3 words: happy, funny, nice, at the top of your lungs. Can you do that? All right. Come on, we're gonna get up. All right, we love you, we love you, we love you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Hi, my name is Sarah Biskey, and I'm the Executive Director of Stop Drowning Now. Stop Drowning Now's programs teach children and families about the risk of drowning before they even hit the water. We teach them how to protect themselves and what to do in an emergency using simple, fun, and effective teaching methods. We have a variety of programming, but something that we're most proud of is the 22 hours worth of curriculum that we provide to every school teacher nationwide for free using our online platform. In addition, we have programs for swim schools as well as local sponsors to help move the needle and get drowning prevention education to every classroom and every city and to every child. In addition, this year we are working closely with cities becoming no drown towns. We're super excited. We have lots of members in the Orange County area of California. We're hoping to start programs in Boston, Illinois, Florida, and Texas as well. With the city program, the city commits to becoming that no drown town and providing the community portal that we offer with that free drowning prevention information to every single resident. In addition, we're using high school clubs, Stop Drowning Now clubs, that help educate the school children about the risk of drowning using our brand new storyboards. We have tons of programs that can help everybody educate the people around them about that risk of drowning and what they need to do in regards to emergency, and we're here to help. So thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to working with you.
So we have a bunch of unconventional partnerships that have actually worked out extraordinarily well.
As some of you may know, our unconventional name, Meow Meow Foundation, was derived based on Roxie's favorite comfort doll. Roxie and her sweet little Meow Meow were inseparable. We had no idea how important that bond would become. We're so thankful for Roxie to introducing us to an incredible woman, responsible business owner, committed to sustainability and fair trade. Janice Massoud and Under the Nile have been incredible partners, and without Janice, Super Meow would not be here today.
Super Meow evolved out of a comfort doll that my mother, Carol Forbes, gave to Roxie when Roxie was, 18 months, maybe not less than 2 years old for sure. And Meow Meow is alive and well, even though Roxie is not, in the form of Super Meow, who now comforts us and helps comfort other families and children. Now, a lot of you may be saying, well, what in the hell does a cat have to do with drowning prevention? Well, cats, they don't necessarily love water, but the truth is, and we've done a lot of research on this, that cats actually do really, really love water. And they just have not been given the opportunity to learn how to swim.
My name is Janice Massoud, and I'm originally from the Bay Area, but relocated to St. Louis, Missouri about 4 years ago so I could be closer to my daughter, her family, and my new grandson. I'm the owner of Under the Nile Organics, and what we basically do is produce organic cotton baby clothes and toys made of Egyptian cotton. So when Doug and Elena approached me about the possibility of designing a scrappy cat for the Meow Meow Foundation, I was both thrilled and honored. I never had a chance to meet Roxie, but I felt like I knew her. One of our scrappy cats from our toy collection her grandma purchased for her when she was born. And from what I was told by Doug and Elena, her scrappy cat and her were inseparable, and it helped her get through many rough times. Together, we worked on designing our Super Meow cat that represented who Roxie really was. And this is what we came up with. We had a cape for her superpowers. We put a heart on her chest for her big heart. And she always wore mismatched socks, so we did that as well on our Super Meow cat. I'm hoping by bringing this toy to life, it will help spread the importance of water safety while at the same time making children happy. We are also donating all the proceeds of our sales for the Super Meow cat to the Meow Meow Foundation so Doug and Elena can continue to do their very important work.
So hi everyone, my name is Jimmy Francis. I'm the president and executive director of the Bowl Aquatics Center. Very excited to be here today partnering with the Meow Meow Foundation on water safety, something that's a focus of the Rose Bowl and really something that is of passion to me. Teaching my kids about water safety and helping others learn about water safety is really important to me. The fact of the matter is right now, you know, in your city, in your state, and in this country, there are water-related emergencies that are happening. They are happening every day. And these tragedies are preventable. And I think about that with my children. I think about the things I did when I was young and how those were preventable. So, you know, joining the Bowl Aquatics Center has really been interesting, and I'm really happy to partner with the Meow Meow Foundation on doing the work of educating the parents, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the friends, everyone who's involved with kind of this full circle of support around water safety. You know, it is about teaching our children to be safe around water, which I'm very happy to be a part of here at the Rose Bowl. It's also about educating everyone else about the importance. My fear is, are we touching the right communities? Are we seeing the right people coming through the door? Are we removing the barriers to those folks getting here and being a part of those educational programs to help, you know, increase water safety? The Bowl Aquatics Center is a nonprofit organization, so you know, COVID has devastated so many different businesses, and just like those businesses, the Rose Bowl is affected. You know, now more than ever, our nonprofit status is important, and we need to look to our community to raise funds. If we are going to be committed to our diversity and inclusive programming and removing those barriers, we need help. We need the help of the community. We need the help of all of you. This is a global challenge in water safety, but it's also a community and a state, a local challenge to figure out how to reduce those barriers to getting people involved in our educational and water safety programs. A main objective for me is to restore our third grade Learn to Swim program and our partnership with Pasadena Unified School District. And we know that COVID has made things complicated. Those were originally designated as field trips. We're not sure when field trips with COVID will be allowed again. So a top objective is to you know, re-energize and re-envision that program to make it happen.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Solomon and I'm a pediatrician with Huntington Health Physicians in Pasadena, California. Unfortunately, my life has been touched by drowning on more than one occasion. It only takes a moment of distraction and an inch or two of water. Tragedies like the one that struck sweet Roxie and her family are fully preventable. The work that the Meow Meow Foundation is doing to educate about water safety to prevent further drownings will help create a safer world. This is Roxie's legacy, and I'm privileged to be a part of it.
One of our unconventional partners is the Locket Sisters. I came upon the Locket Sisters days after Roxie's death and wanting a special locket to have my baby close to my heart at all times. Alyssa and Amy Woodford responded immediately. They have been incredibly supportive. As parents in a community of Minnesota surrounded by many, many open bodies of water, they understand the risks of drowning.
The Locket Sisters, much like Janice Massoud, actually do a ton of giving back to their own community. So partners with whom they work, such as Meow Meow Foundation, they actually give some of the proceeds from these beautiful lockets back to Meow Meow Foundation. So again, we can do the work that we do. So these types of partnerships, though unconventional, are extremely important. They're as important as any partnership we have, because not only is it a financial arrangement, but just that support, that messaging that we're able to do. Every time that somebody wears a Roxie locket, is that what it's called, Elena?
Roxie Bell.
Roxie Bell. Every time somebody wears a Roxie Bell locket, that means they're investing in childhood drowning prevention. That means that they're carrying around a message that they can share with other generations. It's pretty important that we think outside the box sometimes about the partnerships that we do establish.
Hi, my name is Alyssa. I am the owner of the Locket Sisters in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I first became aware of Roxie Bell a couple years ago when her mom was reaching out to my company. I think Elena was looking for a locket to keep a photo of Roxie close, and saw a little bit deeper into the work that we do here, and then reached out and asked if we wanted to collaborate on either fundraising for the Meow Meow Foundation or naming a locket after Roxie in honor of her. So we do both now. I never met Roxie, but for somebody I've never met, she has settled into my psyche in such a deep way. I think of her every single time I'm near water, and in Minnesota there's a lot of water. I have a 6 and an 8-year-old, so she's completely shifted the way that I parent my kids around water and about water and teach them water safety. I think of her every single time I make the Roxie Bell locket. I tell everybody about her. I have a lot of friends who have kids, or just, I live in Minnesota where there's so many lakes, and I tell everybody about Roxie and her story and the work at the Meow Meow Foundation, because I think the more we talk about it, the wiser we can become about it.
Hi, my name's Karen Stottero. I'm the owner and founder of the Family Room located in San Marino, California. The Family Room supports parents from pregnancy through preschool, providing important education and community during one of the biggest transitions of your life. Human connection is so important. I'm also a mom. I'm a mom to 3 girls. We have a pool, we have pool parties, active member of the community, and when I say that Roxie's drowning touched all of us, it's not an understatement. The tragic loss and the fact that it was so preventable, it should have never happened. It's every parent's worst nightmare, and honestly, it's stayed with all of us. At the Family Room, we offer CPR classes, and every community does, and everyone should take one. You'll never know when you'll be in a position to save someone's life. We're also really proud to have partnered with Meow Meow to spread important awareness directly to our families so that our families are educated and can take proper steps to keep them safe. They say in parenting, it takes a village to raise a child. I would say it also takes a village to keep them safe. I'm so honored to stand with all of you this week to spread awareness around preventable drowning, and we'll keep talking about it until we don't have to anymore.
I'm Terry Tornick, former mayor of Pasadena and a grandfather of 7. I have seen the tragic results of drowned children, and as a grandfather, I cannot bear the thought of losing another child to such a terrible and preventable event. In a world where some tragedies are beyond our control, this one is not. So I beg you to do everything you can to avoid the horror of children drowning. Educate your pool-owning friends. Urge your elected officials to take necessary action, and do it now. Thank you.
As a parent of 2 young children, a lot of my time is spent telling my kids what they can and cannot do, or touch, or wear. No running with scissors, no touching hot stoves, no wearing pajamas to school, unless I can tell it's going to be one of those days and I just need to lean into it. But saying no to your kids all of the time can be a real bummer. So I try to say yes at every opportunity. Yes to fun, to adventure, to going after life, carpe diem. So when my son asked if we could host a pool party, I had to stop myself from blurting out yes right away. Hey, you can't blame a girl for wanting to be the fun mom. But here's the thing. As fun as swim time and pool parties are, what they aren't are a free pass to ignore your kids and zone out. Each year, the Consumer Product Safety Commission reports that around 350 kids under the age of 5 die in pool or spa-related incidents. And drowning isn't like what you see in movies where everyone is splashing and yelling for help. The vast majority of drownings go unnoticed until it's too late, which is how they earned the nickname Silent Killer. Saying yes to swim time means you're committing to being fully engaged with your kids. Here's how to do it in just a few steps. First, make sure that you have proper barriers in place. These include a pool cover, an alarm, and a 4-foot fence with self-latching, self-closing gates installed around your pool. Second, check that all pool drains are covered and kids stay clear of any underwater openings. Now, this next one is really important. Bring the camera in, guys. Are you ready? Never let a child swim unsupervised, no matter how much they sweet talk you. And they will sweet talk you. Always designate an adult water watcher to keep an eye on kids when they're in the pool. Okay, we're good on the close-up. I think the audience felt my heat. Finally, if you or your child don't know how to swim, your local community center is a great place for lessons, which are often offered for free. Before your kids swim again, commit your household to preventing child deaths and injuries in the pool. Follow the simple water safety steps I've shared with you today and take the Pool Safely Pledge at poolsafely.gov. And then go have some fun. Oh, they're here. I gotta go. I gotta be on it.
You've mentioned a little bit to me about what you have done proactively for drowning prevention. So can you brag a little bit about that to us and talk about some of the programming that you have done, including the life jackets?
Yes. So with the life jackets, you go to the beach and not these resources there. So we try to bring them there. Booths and workshops I've talked about before, we'll go set up, we'll have the educational material, have little games into the place they can learn things, but we'll have life jackets there as well, so every child that's at the pool, at the beach that needs one, will fit them, make sure they're the Coast Guard approved, that they fit correctly, and that they leave with the appropriate resources for them to enjoy. Also within the hospital, we have little vending machines that sell home safety products, but then for some of the bigger items like gates and life jackets, we used to have like a little side store where parents can kind of go in and look at things and buy those. And I think sometimes it's just like we spoke of awareness before, just seeing it makes you think like, oh, you know what? It's getting hot. I want to take the kids to the beach, or, we're going to go over to so-and-so's house and they have a pool. This probably might be a good thing for you to get, because sometimes you don't realize what you need until it's brought to your attention. We try to be that resource and provide for those families and children that may need, may need some of these things, but don't have the proper resources themselves to get it, and make sure that they're correct, they're fitted properly, and that they're educated about the usage of it.
And you're a fully grant-driven
yes, sir.
organization, right? So that poses a lot of significant challenges.
So that is part of it. It's like we have to get the resources ourselves to provide them, but as soon as we have them, we're out in the community and sharing that with the community.
We've already mentioned, and I availed ourselves to these wonderful women to be available to speak to families, to educate people as much as we can.
Your story is one that resonates with a lot of families, because when we talk about drowning prevention, we always think of the littles, and we tend to leave out the kind of in-between littles, and they are at great risk as well. I think there's also an opportunity for us to start talking about all types of safety, including water safety, as we move into the summertime, where kids are going to be going away and doing a lot more in-person stuff because they're hungry for it. Just having learned from Roxie's experience how important it is that we talk about those educational opportunities with those facilities and those camps.
We led very private lives. I wouldn't allow my sisters to put photos of Roxie up on their Facebook page. And now I'm all about using Roxie's face to say, my daughter should be on this earth.
Like your expertise, like you guys have been talking with different groups, different people. I don't use it that often. Like I'll get on and look at stuff, but I barely post as well. But just learning of like, okay, what are creative ways that you have heard about or seen where people are getting out information and education about water safety. We also have a program in the summer where we have undergraduate and graduate interns, and I think that would be a great, way for them to kind of do different projects where they can focus on water safety, especially since it's during the summer, and in some of the creative ways that you can, help us kind of collaboratively.
You'll be happy to know our trauma program's tagline is injury prevention is the best form of trauma care. And that is the way that we all see the work that we do. We are very thankful for families like yours who have been able to turn such tragic loss into a way to keep Roxie's legacy going.
I just want to say thank you for opening this dialogue. Like we spoke about, it's a much needed topic that needs more awareness, more attention. So I think this is a great start. Those of us who do this work, you don't have to sell it to us. We are willing and ready. It's kind of what we do every day, especially in the field of pediatrics. So I really am just excited of the collaboration and the ways that we can kind of expand this. And like you said, it shouldn't just be kind of a seasonal thing, trying to incorporate it into more of a year-round educational topic. So I'm excited, and thank you for getting this started.
Melissa Sutton here, coming to you to celebrate Roxie's Wish and National Drowning Prevention Week for children from Phoenix, Arizona, as the immediate past president of both the National Drowning Prevention Alliance and the Drowning Prevention Coalition of Arizona. We are excited to be a part of this and kind of share with you why we're passionate. I've been personally passionate since early ages of 15 or 16 when I was lifeguarding the beaches of Lake Michigan. The Drowning Prevention Coalition has been in this fight trying to save lives from drowning and water-related incidences since 1989. And during that time, we got to be a part of the inception of NDPA, and it's been an honor and privilege to work with both organizations through these years. I do take every drowning personally. I think one life lost is too many, and I think that every non-fatal is too many as well. And there's so much more that we can be doing. The numbers and the progress that we've made has been wonderful, but there's just so much left to do until we see zero drownings and zero drowning accidents. The great news is we have all these wonderful friends out here in this space helping, and we invite everyone to join us or certainly use our resources. A lot of them are free, whether it's at Drowning Prevention Coalition of Arizona's website, which is preventdrownings.org, or NDPA's website, which is ndpa.org. But thanks for being here. Thanks for doing what you do in this work, and we hope that someday we can achieve that goal of zero.
Hi everyone, I'm Liliana Coronado.
I'm Charles Brown.
I'm Charlie. I'm Mateo.
And we live here in Pasadena, California. We are participating in Roxie's Wish, Drowning Prevention Week for Children, because we believe in the mission of the Meow Meow Foundation, and we are involved with the foundation and trying to support the incredible work and the mission that Doug and Elena have brought to this community. Charles?
Doug and Elena, thank you for all of your hard work and all of your courage. We are constantly blown away by what you've done with the foundation and all the work that you've done on behalf of drowning prevention. Thank you so much. We love you guys.
I would just like to say how at one time water can be very fun, but then at another very, very dangerous. I am super sad about this loss.
And we know that this Roxie's Wish Week is just the beginning of really wonderful and bigger things to come for this foundation, and we are so excited to be a part of it and really honored to be a part of the wonderful work you're doing. So thank you, we love you, and we look forward to many more Roxie's Wish Weeks.
Would you like to say anything, Mateo?
You can say bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Adios.
There's an organization named Josh the Otter, and Josh the Otter is kind of similar to Meow Meow in the way that it's a character that helps children with drowning prevention understanding. And Blake and Kathy Collingsworth run Josh the Otter after their son, Joshua, drowned a number of years ago. Blake and Kathy have been committed to this arena for a very, very long time and have made such an impact upon thousands and thousands of lives not only in their neck of the woods, but clear across the country. So let's listen to what they have to say.
There's so many different ways to get distracted.
That can keep us away just for the moments that it takes to have a child get out of our sight. Our computers, our phones, the doorbell ringing.
Or maybe you've shown them something that they like, and the next time they want to do it, you're not around.
We can take all the precautions from the alarming, the fence, to security cameras, to everything that's out there that is available. The children can get away from us so quickly.
Literally, in a few minutes, your whole life turns upside down. It was one of those really nice, beautiful days. Family had been over swimming. Some had left, some were on their way back over to swim some more, and I was sitting on the pool steps with Josh, and he, exceptionally cute that day, and I said, I haven't been clicking enough pictures lately. And I said to Kathy, I'm going to go get the camera, I'll be right back. When I came back down the stairs, I noticed my mother and father-in-law were coming in the side door. My brother and his daughter were coming in the front door.
And then we were getting food ready. So when that transition happened was when we kind of lost sight of Joshua.
And about that time, I heard Kathy say,
"Where's Josh?"
Whenever you hear that as a parent, I don't care where you're at or what your environment is, your heart drops.
And that's when I had looked out the back door and I saw him in the pool. And I just remember screaming out his name.
The realism does not sink in for a long, long time. You can't walk down the hallway past his room without looking twice. Those types of things are the hard part.
Really, through our family and our friends and our faith, have been able to continue on and grow out of this and really take something that was so tragic and hopefully bring something triumphant.
Hello, my name is Blake Collingsworth.
And I'm Kathy Collingsworth.
We created the Joshua Collingsworth Memorial Foundation in July of 2008 after we lost our son Joshua to a backyard pool drowning in June of 2008. Since then, we have been working to help educate children and parents about the importance of being safe in and around water and teaching children to only go around water unless they have an adult with them.
And the amount of time that it took for me to have Josh's life jacket off, go up and get a hot dog and cut it up and microwave it was the amount of time that it took to lose our son from a drowning. We hope to educate children through early education with Josh Yoder.
We want to send out our condolences to the Forums family and their loss of Roxie. And it's not a partnership that we like to have with other families who've lost a loved one. But we're here to work with you. We're proud of all the efforts that you're putting in to help keep kids safe, and we wish you a very successful event. Thank you for including us, and be safe in and around water.
Together we can save lives.
to get back home. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby.
Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. I will sing a lullaby. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, don't you cry. I will sing